Kumusta? Kumusta? Welcome to the J. Roga Show, the first conservative podcast in the Philippines, protecting the Filipino family from woke ideology. And man, itong pag-uusapan natin today, let's get right down to it. And disclaimer lang, I always try to be charitable dito sa podcast na ito. Pero ang rule ko is, kung nag-post ka in public sa iyong social media feed, for everyone to see, well, I guess it's fair game. It's open for comments, di ba? So, panoorin natin itong isang video from someone named Mooks Jules. So, si Mooks Jules, so sabi niya sa kanyang Twitter post, sa X post niya, gender-based violence daw. Today, I was harassed by the owner of a hostel I stayed in Legazpi, Albay. As I exited the restroom, I was continuously yelled at by the man in the video. He was threatened to punch. He also threatened to punch me twice. All I did was use the women's restroom. Hashtag trans women are women. Well, yun lang naman ang ginawa niya. All Mix Jules did was use the women's restroom. So panoorin natin ang video. Maiksi lang to. It's just 19 seconds. Okay.
Okay, so this guy just called me a male. Keep gendering me. Okay.
Sir,
No.
females complaining.
No, don't call me sir. I told you.
Please,
No.
can you please, can you please? This is against the law.
Okay.
Yun. So, paikot-ikot lang yung video. It's that. And parang naalala ko dito yung GameStop incident, di ba? Parang, don't call me ma'am! Tapos nagagalit yung guy dun sa GameStop. And medyo nakakalito kung woman ba talaga si Mix Jules. Kasi MX yung kanyang first na title, di ba? It says na mukhang non-binary siya. Kung hindi ko alam what dictates ang kanyang womanhood. And because of that, siguro basahin natin yung mga ibang nag-comment or nag-share nito. Nag-chime in ang ilang mga activist groups. So nag-chime in si LFS, League of Filipino Students. So pass SOGI bill now, trans women are women. What is a woman? Yun ang tanong ko. Should we then allow biological males to women's sports? Ito ba ang posisyon ng League of Filipino Students? Tayo sa Pilipinas, medyo huli tayo sa balita. Natututo ng ibang bansa dito sa dangerous ideology na ito, sa nadulot ng gender ideology. Pero tayo parang gusto pa nating maranasan lahat ng problemang dinanas nila. Hindi ba pwedeng i-skip na natin dun sa part na kung saan learnings na ang pinag-uusapan nila sa ibang bansa? Also, kanino kaya kakampi ang feminist activist group na Gabriela dito? Doon kaya sa mga babaeng hindi komportable na, kasi according doon sa admin ng hostel ay may mga babae daw na hindi komportable. Kaya nag-complain sila dun sa admin ng hostel. So kanino kaya kakampi ang Gabriela? Dun sa mga babae na naging uncomfortable nung pumasok si Mix Jules sa CR nila? O kaya dun sa kay Mix Jules na komportabling mag-CR sa CR ng babae? So that's a question that I would like to ask sa issue na ito. And are you saying na, gaya ng sinabi ng LFS, kailangan maipasa ang SOGI bill? Gusto ba nating ma-silence then ang mga babaeng ito na nagreklamo? Kung ganun, hindi ba the patriarchy wins at this point dahil mga lalaki ang nagpa-silence sa mga babaeng nagreklamo? And yun nga, maraming nag-chime in pa dito. isa sa mga nag-chime in na si Pura Luca Vega. Sabi niya kay Mix Jules, you don't deserve this treatment, Jules. I'm sorry you have to endure all that. Misgendering you is also unacceptable. And frankly, nakakainis. Bastusan, te, they could have asked you and not resort to violence. Well, si Pura Luca, siyang bastion of respect. Alam naman natin, dahil, syempre, marami siyang respeto sa Catholic Church. Minsan mga atheist, nalilito din ako parang ayaw nilang pinupush ang mga religious, pinupush ng mga religious ang beliefs nila, ang mga paniniwala nila. However, pinupush naman nila ang beliefs nila, especially dito sa mga LGBTQ plus activists. Pabor naman sila sa pag-push ng beliefs na a man can be a woman. So, ano ba talaga? Diba? Also, sabi dito ay nag-threaten daw ang may-ari ng hostel. Allegedly. Ayaw kong magbigay ng pahayag about this. Allegedly, nag-threaten ang may-ari ng hostel. I'll just go by with what I saw in the video. And there's no evidence sa video na nag-threat or may nag-threat ng manununtok yung may-ari ng hostel. And if that's true, I'm against that. We treat people with respect, even those who we don't agree with. And sana yung may-ari ng hostel would have sana naging diplomatic siya when it comes to this. Pero hindi ko rin maintindihan kung nandun ako sa sitwasyon niya, may guy na ayaw lumabas sa women's restroom. Hindi ko alam. I think to be fair, basahin na lang din natin ang statement ng JDL Residence Hostel. So, sabi nila, so ito yung statement nila, babasahin ko lang para sa inyo. To our valued guests, this is in response to a viral video circulating on Twitter right now. We would like to clarify the situation regarding an incident that recently took place in the premises involving our staff and a guest who checked into our accommodations last May 11, 2024. Upon signing in the guest book, the guest presented an ID which shows a male person. The guest booked a fan room, but we upgraded the guest to an AC room for free. We informed that there were already male guests inside that room. The guest was then shown around the shared public spaces, including the female and male bathrooms. The guest was assigned to a male dorm that already had two other male guests. One male guest was a Filipino and the other was a foreigner, to which we received no complaint from the guest. The guest used the woman's bathroom with a female guest present, who spoke to the guest and told the guest that they shouldn't use the women's bathroom, but the male bathroom instead. The guest ignored her and shouldn't. So the guest ignored her, went about their business. The next morning, the guest used the women's bathroom again, this time with 3 female guests present, 2 of which were taking a bath, and another one was supposed to brush her teeth. Instead of confronting the guest, the 2 women hurriedly finished their business, and all 3 women used the sink outside the bathroom to brush their teeth. 2 female guests verbally complained to one of our attendants about what happened, and they said that they are concerned about their privacy and safety. So he informed the guest to use the male bathroom instead. But the guest ignored him again. Afterwards, our staff received a written complaint from the 3rd female guest about the incident, and after reviewing the CCTV footage and seeing that the guest is still using the female bathroom, a member of our staff decided to go up to speak to the guest. The guest then informs our staff that they identify themselves as female, hence why they use the female bathroom. However, our staff informed them to follow the policies for the safety and comfort of all the people staying in the hostel. Understandably, the guests reacted negatively by yelling profanities at our staff and decided then to check out instead. Furthermore, we want to clarify that there was no physical altercation or violence that took place when the incident occurred. So, basahin nyo lang mahaba yung statement. I'll put a link to our show notes. And ang nangyari dito is just a he said. So, the guest, si Mix Jules, kung anong sinabi niya, versus the statement ng hostel. And yun, they're pushing for the SOGI bill. Sadly, kung mapush man yung SOGI bill, it will give the power to dictate policies to private businesses. And parang mangyari dito is yung Masterpiece Bake Shop. Naalala nyo yun, yung bake shop na Christian, pero pinipilit siya ng same-sex married couple na gumawa ng cake na may dalawang lalaki sa itaas against sa deeply held belief ng Christian bake shop. Ang masabi ko lang, and ang masasabi ko lang, the moment you decide to wear women's clothing, you should know the limitations of it. Hindi magbabow down ang buong mundo sa iyo na all of a sudden you identify as a female, isang pitik lang, female ka na kagad. I know na gender dysphoria could be a matinding hassle ito. And sadly, ay hindi solusyon na mag-bow down ang buong mundo sa'yo. And ito yung problema eh. Iba yung trans women na may gender dysphoria, pero meron ding mga trans women na may autogynephilia. And ano ang autogynephilia? Ito yung parang gusto mo magsuot ng pambabae na pananamit, lalaki ka, gusto mo lang magsuot ng pambabaeng pananamit dahil na-attract ka sa sarili mo kapag suot mo ito. Parang meron kang sexual pleasure kapag ginagawa mo ito. And this is called autogynephilia. Ang autogynephilia ay attracted pa rin sa babae. So, si Lia Thomas, ang example ng isang tao, trans woman, na may autogynephilia. Siya yung swimmer na kalaban ni Riley Gaines. And hindi ba medyo delikado ito kapag ang isang autogynephilic person nasa bathroom ng babae? That's why sinesegregate natin talaga ang bathroom based on biological sex, female and male, para maiwasan yung rape. Sabihin mo may mga lesbian din naman na attracted sa babae. Oh, yeah, pero wala sila ng mga body parts na pang lalaki. Also, I think I would agree actually na magkaroon ng unisex bathrooms. I'm all for that. I think this is a good middle ground, but I don't think the activist will like it. And siguro gusto ko lang din i-point out na si Mix Jules, ang kanyang bio includes sining, periodismo, at propaganda. Medyo mukhang into activism siya. And ewan ko lang, I don't know too much about Mix Jules. So yon guys, I still oppose the SOGI bill. Kung gusto niyo ng magandang discussion on two sides na nag-uusap about the SOGI bill in a civil manner, i-search nyo ang aking guesting sa PI Podcast. And I debated with Michael Pastor, who is a pro-SOGI bill advocate. I think you'll learn a lot there sa position ko on the SOGI bill. And I think you'll learn as well kung paano makipag-usap sa person who is pro-SOGI bill. Okay, so yun lang yung gusto kong sabihin. What are your thoughts? Let me know your comments. This has been another episode of the J. Aruga Show. At the end of the day, it will be night. Goodbye. Hi, this is J. Aruga of the J. Aruga Show. If you like what you just saw, please consider subscribing and smash that like button. We'll need all of your help to take back the culture from this ideological colonization of the West. Thank you.